Welcome back to Chukitibu Media. Hope you are having a nice weekend. Ali Ndume gave an interview and reversed to Tinubu's government as a government of kakistocracy or practicing kakistocracy, but this handing a great punishment by his brothers and colleagues and partners in crimes in the Senate. You know Ali Ndume. He was the former chief whip in the Senate for APC and for the House of Senate. Ali Ndume was removed because of this criticism or description, so to say, by calling Tinubu's group or Tinubu's administration thieves and kleptomaniac and kakistocrat. As if Ali Ndume was wrong, it was this same week of this hypocrisy that the ex-while, the suspended Minister of Disaster Management, Betta Edu, issued a letter or used a letter-headed paper from the ministry where he was suspended to write a condolence message to Jaws on the school that collapsed. This caused confusion on the media. People were wondering, thinking and saying, how can someone who is on suspension for stealing and mismanaging government funds be using an official document of the government to send messages? Where does he get it from? How come she has it in her custody? So, they ask, has this woman been secretly taken back into that ministry? People are wondering, has she been secretly put back in that position or put in another position, so to say? Because what is open to everybody is that Betta Edu was on suspension for what she did, which she didn't deny. But since that time, nobody knows nothing about what happened to Betta Edu other than she was on suspension. But now, using the letter-headed paper to send an official message. Is she representing the government now? Is she still back into that ministry as, something, what do I say? So, if this government was described as kakistocracy, can we deny it, or can anybody say, no, it is not so? However, the main reason for this broadcast to you is to let you know that Mr. Tinubu and his co-pilot in the government has given or awarded someone, Ms. Mojisola Oluwa Ali Macurly, a new position as the executive director at Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund. Mojisola was a former lawmaker that represented Ward of Iwon in Lagos State. This woman, if you don't know her very well, you're looking at the picture right now. She is the one that diverted palliatives that are supposed to be distributed to suffering masses during COVID-19 period in Lagos. She converted it, repackaged them, and used them as souvenir for our birthday or on our birthday. Since this incident, nothing has happened. Nothing particular that I know happened to her. Say something in terms of penalty for stealing public foods and use them for herself. So this is the person this administration think is wise and right to be given a national position or another position entirely. It is not just a position because she was said to be given a directorate position, more like a super operation manager of the affairs of the National Trust Fund's office. So she's not just an executive director, but executive director operation. How do we think she's going to operate when she gets there? How do we think she's going to behave when she gets there? If somebody can stoop so low, attacked and stole palliatives meant for the common man, used those for ourselves, what do you think she cannot do on this new position? I'm just bringing this to your notice to let you know that she has been rewarded again. So people are talking now. So do you think this administration is right for what they've done? by giving her a new political position. So, if there's nothing like hypocrisy, why are they blaming Ali Ndume for what he said? Why are they blaming Ali Ndume for the interview he gave, describing them as kakistocracy? Despite the fact that the person that issued the query, the chairman of APC, Ganduje, commonly referred to as Gandola, that issued the quit notice, is free from the case of bribery and corruption, which hand him the name Gandola. Reactions are flying on social media. An example of this reaction is the one from Fangrades. He wrote, Mrs. Mojisola Ali Macurly was caught hoarding and diverted food items purposely meant for COVID palliatives as a birthday gift. Diverting public food is a breach of trust. Ideally, she should be in prison. This woman is a scourge. She shouldn't be allowed close to any treasury at all. That is just one out of the opinions flying around on the social media. What is your own opinion about this? Do you think she deserves a second chance? And if she deserves a second chance, should she be given a sensitive position like operation in the parastatal, where she has been newly awarded an executive director? Do we think this country is really ready to fight corruption? And do you think those people in Mr. Tinubu's government, do you think all of them are free from the query of EFCC? If it were to be like that, I think Ali Ndume is right by his description. Only that a politician would not cease to amaze us and stop behaving like politicians. His reaction was funny. You would expect Ali Ndume to speak straightforward towards the matter whereby he was accused of. But at the end of the day, he didn't speak directly to the matter. He was trying to cover people like Buhari and Tinubu that are not supposed to be covered in that reaction. So you will see it. It's flying around in the media. If I don't have the time to bring it to you, I will try my best. But just to let you know what is going on, that we reward bad behaviors, bad people, people that meant nothing, that meant no well for the masses in the country. They don't wish people well. They don't wish the masses well. People that have a good intention. If you do good, you expect that, okay, you should be awarded, you should be rewarded. But this is not the case in Nigeria. It depends on how bad you are. Look at Wiki at the federal capital over there. So, if not for what Rufai has done to some people, you should also be in government right now. So, that is the country we run. And they are saying people should not protest, and they are saying people should not talk. The truth hurts. That's what I see. Thank you for listening. This is Chokitable Media. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like and share. God bless you as you do.